there's mutual respect, there's mutual admiration, but one relishes being the big ate, and the other one I think Gerard enjoys being the bunso eh. Kasi gusto mo rin naman na may someone's looking over you eh. So kumbaga siya yung
beautiful girl.
siya yung generational matriarch nila. Meron rin pa ring aangat among the siblings.
Pero wish ko lang sana nag-uusap na sila. Okay.
The Pod Network Entertainment.
Hello and welcome sa isang mayabong na edisyon
Wow.
ng Best 10 Bets.
Parang bagong taon.
Ako po si Butch Francisco, kasama ko ang nagbunga na ang kanyang pagpupunyagi, si Leo Katigbak.
Bakit naman nagbunga? Ano naman pinagbunga?
Kasi hindi, di ba mayabong? Kasi di ba pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay tungkol sa seedlings.
Tama.
Seedlings, di ba?
Oh.
Seedlings.
Yung B, not D.
Seedlings, hindi ba yung maliliit na ganito?
Hindi.
Nagdala nga ako ng pandilig.
Oy, may prop siya ha, may prop siya.
Hindi seedlings.
Siblings.
Siblings as in magkakapatid.
Oo. Yung mga magkakapatid naman na may talent sa ating pananaw.
Eh, ba't meron akong ganito?
Eh kasi seedlings ang akala mo. Pero pwede rin tayong best 10 seedlings. Pwede rin tayong gumawa na ito. Kasi kasi dadating yan sa panahon na mauubusan tayo ng topic, di ba Noela? So, papatusin na natin yung mga ibang topic na ganyan.
So siblings.
Oo, siblings.
Oh, sige. Okay.
Pero ikaw kasi di ka makarelate eh. Only child ka, di ba?
Hindi, yun ang wish ko.
Uy, baka manunod kapatid mo, sumama ang loob sa'yo.
Alam na nila yun.
Nako,
Nung araw ko pag anong wish mo? Anong wish mo for the new
to be
year?
an only
To be
child.
an only child.
Gusto mo talagang mawala sa landas mo ang mga nauna. Hindi na gone too soon. Gone not soon enough. Yun ang gusto mo.
hindi ka, ilan ba kayo magkapatid?
4. Ako bunso.
4 din ka. Bunso ka rin ba?
Oo.
Anyway.
I am the responsible, mabait na bunso.
And I am the irresponsible na bratty na bunso.
Ay, oo naman, dati pa naman. Ikaw, the bratty butch.
Yeah, oo naman. Anyway, so
Okay.
seriously,
Sibling.
siblings?
Oo.
Sige, diyan ka lang ha.
Oo.
Diyan ka lang. Only child ka, no?
Okay.
Oo, sige, only child daw siya.
Ito, sa totoo lang, maraming celebrities ang pwedeng pumasok dito sa listahan na to.
Okay.
So I think ultimately, dun sa ranking o sa pag-position dun sa listahan, nagkakatalo na lang sa pagbalanse ng talent ng magkakapatid.
Okay.
Okay, ang number 10 ko, si Gretchen at saka si Claudine Barreto.
Where does that leave Marjorie?
Well, I think of the three of them naman kasi, si Gretchen at saka si Claudine, yung namayagpag doon sa kanilang career. I mean, for all intents and purposes, Gretchen really naman was the bigger star of the family early on. But over time, Claudine proved to be the better dramatic actress and an equally potent box office star. Pero hindi mo rin pwedeng tawaran nung nagli-lead si Gretchen sa mga pelikula. It helped pave the way rin naman for the other Barretos to come in eh. So kumbaga, siya yung
beautiful girl.
siya yung generational matriarch nila na hanggang sa pagdating ni na Julia and siya yon. Siya yung nagpundar, nakilala siya at mas dumali para ma-introduce yung mga ibang Barreto sa merkado. And the thing is, kahit na yan yung naalala ko tuloy yung episode natin on nepotism or nepo babies, na ang feeling ko naman kung ganyan naman sila ka-talented na mga susunod na generation, deserving naman nila na sumikat pa rin, even if sabihin mo na nagka-break sila because of an earlier sibling who paved the way. Kasi 'di ba, yung mga sini ni Gretchen sa sa Seiko, sa
Regal.
'di ba? And until now, no, like you would still see them in movies. Gretchen doesn't act as often, pero if you remember her in The Trial, kasama niya sina John Lloyd at saka sina Richard Gomez,
Silvia
Silvia
Sanchez.
Sanchez and Vince De Jesus. Pagkatapos, di ba si Chitong nagdirect nun? Pagkatapos doon sa television show na Magkaribal, nakasama naman niya si Bea Alonso at saka si Angel Aquino. Gretchen and Claudine would really be up in that list, at least in my list. Okay. Number 9, Marco, Michelle, and Paolo Gumabaw. Now, I think in a previous episode, I think I had mentioned that si Marco, I guess, initially because of his looks, got into the business. Pero biglang dumating si Paolo, parang ang daming nagulantang rin at nagulat sa galing naman niyang umarte. Which I think, at the same time, para ang naging counterpoint niyan, si Marco yung mas commercial, pagkatapos si Paolo went the more dramatic.
Pero alam mo ako anong gumulantang sa kanila? Hindi nila alam na nag-exist pala si Paolo until later.
Oo. Pero nakakatuwa naman sila. Ano yan ako I'm very very happy when I see family. Parang dito sa Pilipinas naman kasi tanggap natin na ang pamilya kahit sa trabaho generational is accepted kasi that's where the loyalty comes in and parang kahit sa ABS-CBN a lot of people are proud that their grandfather worked there, their father or mother worked there, and then their children worked there. It's something to be proud of. Parang you're also legacy employees in the same way that the owners moved on. Ang natutuwa naman ako kay Paolo kasi 'di ba he started in LGBTQ roles and in the movies. But lalo na nung lumabas na yung Darna with Jane De Leon, he suddenly moved into more of leading man status, and hopefully that's something rin na maano niya. Parang in the same way that Coco started indie but eventually went mainstream.
Oo, pero may common denominator sila ni Coco kasi nga si Brillante Mendoza.
Oo.
Kasi pag hinawakan ka naman ni Brillante Mendoza, how can you go wrong?
Oo.
Okay.
And I think you have to give it to Brillante. I mean, a lot of people say that they,
Brilliant talaga.
Oo. Hindi, pero 'di ba, a lot of people say kasi na we are star makers or we spot talent. Pero sa totoo lang, a lot of them will say that after medyo may sumikat, pagkatapos iba naman yung nakaspot.
Okay.
Pero si Brillante, ano talaga, siya yung nag-direct and whatnot. Parang kumbaga, siya talaga yung naging path nila to the recognition that and the acclaim that they got subsequently. Okay. Number 8 ko, Paulo and Miguel Benjamin Guico. Ben and Ben. Di ba? At saka palagi ko sila lang ang identical twins na nasa listahan. But nung pumasok sila into the music scene, I think all of a sudden there was a fresh sound, and that's why, di ba, they became the It band or the It duo. And kumbaga, it's not as if doon tumitigil. I remember there was a concert of Ryan Cayabyab and Ben performed there.
Pero I'm sure si Mr. C ngayon, ang music nitong si Ben and Ben is starting to come out of his ears kasi kung nasan yung kanyang music school, yung mall, yun ang sila kumanta nung nung jingle.
Pero
so pagpasok ko palang maghapon niyang naririnig yan.
Pero feeling ko, okay lang yun. Kasi, ayan, we just talked about Brillante earlier about spotting talent. Si Mr. Siren has also been very, very good at spotting talent. And lagi nga kinukwento nga, early on, kita niya. Apparently, when they joined that workshop of that Mr. C was a judge of, they were not there on the same year. Para I think they were like 2 years apart. So at that time, hindi pa established yung pagiging, I don't think hindi pa established yung pagiging duo nila na kumaka. But alam na nakakakanta at saka...
Teka, 2 years apart ang pagitan nila?
Hindi, doon sa pagsali, doon sa competition.
Akala ko...
Hindi, identical twins sila. Pero doon sa competition...
Identical twin, pero 2 years apart sila pinanganak.
Hindi.
Okay.
2 years apart yung pagsali nila doon sa parang Summerfest or whatever.
Sige. Klaruhin mo kasi akala ko...
Okay.
Yung
Para kaliga naman ata yan ng Gantusuda pero dapat buhay pa. Ikaw talaga. Number 7, medyo tumanda ng konti. Vic Soto and Tito Soto.
So, ano nangyari kay Val at saka kay Maru?
Well, kasama sila pero kasi naman pag pinag-usapan mo naman ng Escalera Brothers, sila naman talaga ang tatatak sa iyo kahit sa school bukol kahit noon. And whether it's in comedy and whether it's in hosting, meron rin pa ring aangat among the siblings.
Di ba 18 yata yun?
Pero yun, so they've gone their separate careers, but I think one of the reasons where their noontime show is still
Pero kung wala si Maru, wala silang commercial because si Maru ang nasa sales.
Well, that's a different... Yeah. Yes. Pero I think para sa karamihan ng tao, sila ang nagmamarka. Hindi ka masyado marami nagko-comment. Feeling ko, baka mamaya in 20 minutes tapos itong episode na to.
Kasi hindi pa ako makamove on.
Sa seedlings.
Akala ko topic natin seedlings.
Sobra ka.
And brought to you by Manila Seedling Bank.
Teka, ito susunod na to. Dapat marami kong kwento kasi kakilala mo sila. Christopher De Leon and Pinky De Leon.
Si Eleanor. Eleanor, ano totoong pangalan niya?
Di ba, si Pinky, siya naman ang nauna kaysa kay Boyet eh. Remember ang mga kwento nga ni Boyet dati, pag si Pinky pumupunta sa mga shoots
O,
o sa
kasama
ano,
siya. O ano, nasa na si Lara, Melissa De Leon.
ikaw naman, syempre yung ano, pag halimbawa ba, sinabi ko yung isang pamilya, 18 silang magkakapatid, medyo mahirap-hirap naman na biglang sabihin rin silang lahat. Syempre yung mga pinakaangat na.
Matampuhin si Lara, Melissa De Leon, ha?
Pero si Lara, hindi naman kasi siya ano siya?
Oy, gumawa siya ng Southern Wind, si Mike De Leon.
Oo naman, pero ibig ko sabihin, hindi siya nagtagal kasi si Pinky, medyo matagal rin ha. I mean, not as long as Boyet's career. Pero, at saka di ba si Pinky had her own variety show?
Yeah, pink. Parang color her pinky. Parang
ganun.
Okay, sa BBC 2.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Ako nga, ang memory ko nun medyo vague na. Parang I remember, I would see it on television, pero hindi katulad nung...
Ang magaling siyang singer, magaling siyang artista. Tapos siya nandun siya sa yung movie ni Martin Dowden. Siya yung siya yung umalis, siya yung dumating. Okay.
Pero si Pinky, nasaan ba siya ngayon? Is she here?
In the States. Matagal na. Siguro mga more than almost 2 decades na. And I miss her.
To me, she was a classic beauty. Parang kumbaga, ano ba yan nung nagsabog ang Diyos ng talent at saka ng ganda, ng good looks and whatever. Para ata itong magkapatid na to, magkatabi, tapos may hawak na malalaking banyera.
Ikaw, ananay mo naman si Claire Strauss, also known as Lilia Dizon. Paano ka naman hindi gaganda? Although si Boyet, mas kamukha ni Hilda Leon, na gumawa pong version.
Okay. Ang susunod ko naman, for Ariel Rivera and their
alam
kids.
Magkaiba ang ano nila, ugali ng dalawa. Oo.
Pero hindi, in what sense? Kasi,
hindi.
Sa akin kasi, ang dating nila sa akin pareho, mabait.
Mabait pareho. Pero si Jelly talaga walang kahangap-hangap.
Oo naman. At saka si Jelly, at sarap natatandaan mo yung, kaya natuwa kami na na-restore na namin yung Radio Romance.
Yung si Jelly yung radio announcer doon.
Oo. Di ba? Well, it was to promote the Radio Romance, which is the brand of ABS-CBN radio. Pagkatapos, ang lang, tawan-tawa ako sa kanya. Bagay kasi sa kanya nagtataray at nagsusungit eh. Di ba? To a certain extent, she reminds me of Maricel Soriano when was kinds of roles eh. Tapos ito pa, may isang anecdote lang ako. There was ito. Kasi doon sa Tonight with Dick and Carmi, syempre, pre-recorded yung music namin. So, actually, there was one time nagpo-promote. Si William Martinez hindi nakadating. Ako yung biglang hinila para kumanta nung Kaya nakasama ko si Maricel on screen eh. Pero, there was one time between the Jelly, si Jelly pinakanta nung segment ni Carmi. Kaya makikita mo na, buti na lang, memoryado, may idiot more than whatever. Pero syempre, yung mukha ni Jelly, kinakanta niya minamouth game. Jelly, kailangan natin ganito. Okay. Jelly, punta ka doon. Okay. Ang dali-dali. Walang reklamo, walang diva attitude. Pero kahit isa lang mo siya last minute, ang galing-galing niya, ang talented niya. Pagkatapos actually nung sa Darna nga, kinilig ako sa kanila eh. Kasi di ba, bring back yung parang naging love team sila ni Chris Villanueva. Si Chris Villanueva, katrabaho rin namin sa Tonight with Dick and Carmi noon. So yun yung mga kasabay na sina Kenneth Peralta, sina Carmina Villaruel, yung mga favorites ni Mr. M. So sila yung mga nakasalang doon. So nung sabi ko nga kay Jelly, uy, okay ka ha. Kung kailan ka tumanda, biglang nagka-love team ka ulit ha.
Ewan ko kung ikikwento ko pa to one time.
Kwento mo na, kasi other time tayo kwento mo na.
Nagdi-dinner kami nila Tony Rose Gaida. Tapos may in another table yung may mga Brazilian. Ito yung mga bagong salta, yung mga Brazilian dito.
Okay.
So sabi ni napag-usapan, may nagsabi, di ba yung yung bagong wife ni John Estrada, Brazilian, si Priscilla Reyes. Tapos sabi nila, nakita ko, nandun si Janice de Belen sa kabilang mesa. Tapos sabi ko, huwag kayong maingay. Nandyan yung first wife. Tapos sabi ni Tony Rose, sino? Basta yung first wife. First wife? First wife ni Ariel Rivera? Tapos sabi ko, may first wife eh. May first wife si Ariel Rivera. Parang wala namang first wife si Ariel Rivera. So, nung kinuwento ko kay Jenny DeBlet, tawa siya ng tawa.
Si Jelly, I actually bumped into her recently. Nakakatuwa. She's parang when you see her, it just reminds me of the time that we worked together 20 plus years ago.
Eto, si Jelly, madalas kong co-host yan sa mga awards night. Ang gaang kasama.
Tsaka ang talino naman kasi ni
Oo.
Jelly. I
At
think
saka,
that's
hindi,
one of
at saka hindi pikon.
Oh.
hindi.
Oo. Iniisip ko nga pinipikon kaya niya si Janice.
Hindi. Ito yun nag-isang beses, nag-abroad silang dalawa. Di ba si Jelly, kahit mas bata, mas protective yan kay Janice.
Tama.
May may isang Amerikana na parang binabarubol si Janice de Belen. So, biglang sabi ni Jelly, tumabi ka dyan. Sabi niya, sabi niya sa Amerikana, you shut your face. Tapos sabi niya, mali yata yun.
Feeling ko caring niya yun. Kayang-kaya niya yun.
Pero mahal ko sila. Kaya lang, si Janice kasi, ang mga conversations namin, dapat mas malalim. May ganun siya.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
She's parang si Janice, siya yung tipong pag sa party, ang hirap na kausap, ang dami-dami yung kausap. Parang siya yung uupo kayo sa isang tabi, tapos medyo, hindi naman heart to heart, pero it becomes a more serious, more intense na hindi yung hi, hello, tapos after that, aalis ka na.
Kami ni Jelly, kasi magkatabi kayo, pero pwede niyong pagtawanan yung ibang tao na hindi naririnig. Basta kahit kalokohan, papatulan ni Jelly. Yung kay Janice, dapat may sense yung pinag-uusapan nyo.
Pero nakakatuwa itong magkapatid na. Totoo, mahal na mahal ko itong magkapatid.
Hindi, ang mahal ko sa kanila, actually,
the mom?
I mean, si Mami Susan. Mahal na mahal ko yun. Ayun.
At saka, even when you would see the programs before, you always felt that they had a very good relationship with the mom.
Yeah.
Diba?
So to? And
a very good and very healthy relationship with the mom.
Yeah. Okay.
Ang number 4 ko, love na love ko rin itong dalawang to. Si Vina at saka si Shaina. Si Vina, I actually met her a long time ago. Kasi nung nag-aral pa ako ng scuba diving, so yun yung una kong labas sa Anilao. Pagkatapos si Vina, nag-scuba diving nun. Tapos nagkataon na kami yung nagkasama. So since that time actually, I mean, I wouldn't say that we're close friends na pero every time magkikita kami, it's always like a warm hello and Kasi parang naging magkaibigan o nag-umpisa kayo in a non-showbiz environment. So parang it seemed like it was a more natural thing. Ito namang si Shaina, ito love na love ko rin to. Parang, in a way, parang medyo nakita ko rin siya lumaki because of Star Magic. Tapos you saw her doing parang younger roles. Pagkatapos hanggang nagsasupport na siya. Nagsosolo na siya. Tapos she started doing more, even more dating roles,
tapos,
I think.
best actress na siya.
Oo.
Hindi, actually...
At napakabait na magkapatid na to.
Si Shaina, although unfortunately hindi ko na-meet kasi nga...
Never,
sumikat siya, nasa GMA na ako, wala na ako sa ABS. Pero si Vina Morales, ito yung... Pwede itong magturo ng social skills sa mga batang walang modo.
Oh, yes. I agree with that. I think alam mo, naalala ko pag nakikita ko si Vina, si Sandra Bullock sa Miss Congeniality.
Mm-hmm.
She is somebody na parang ready smile with everybody. Always has a kind word to say about anybody and people that she's worked with. Pagkatapos, lang siya? Parang pag nakasalubong mo lang siya, not a mean bone in her body. Of course, sila naman magkapatid eh. Not a mean bone in their body. Ang ko lang, parang ang interesting. Remember, si Vina, when she was doing the Viva Films, di ba? Siya yung parang supposedly heir apparent to Sharon, actress, singer.
Sharon nga pangalan niya, di ba?
Oo. Pero nung at a certain point, mas natoka na siya sa mga hosting and but it's nice that si Shaina naman was able to carve an area for her on the acting front
kasi
naman.
Si Vina kasi parang manghihinayang ka. Kasi yung singing voice siya kailangan talagang pakinabangan. Sayang
correct,
di ba kung i-abandon niya?
Correct. Tsaka ang ganda-ganda nilang magkapatid. Maganda na ang physical appearance, napakaganda pa ng loobin.
The face is the mirror of the soul.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Ang aking number 3 naman, Albert and William Martinez.
Paano si Ronnie?
Ha?
Paano si Ronnie?
Pero when Regal was starting, when they were doing a lot of the movies with Regal. And admittedly, di ba Albert is the older one, pero ang
Yeah.
nickname niya Little, di ba?
Little.
Oh, pero si William was the more popular one because si William, ang kapartner niya si Maricel.
Matinee idol
Tapos
agad.
si Albert, di ba, si Snooki. But I think over time, ang maganda rin naman kay Albert, especially when he was with Lisel, I think Albert made very, very smart career
Move.
choices for the kinds of roles that he would take. Para kumbaga, tanggap niya na, lalo na nung nagpakasal na sila ni Lisel, I think tanggap naman niya na hindi na siya yung romantic lead type.
But eventually, he still went to that.
Correct.
And
Pero,
got away with it.
but a more mature romantic
Yeah.
lead. And you know, Albert has proven himself to be a very, very good actor. Kaya, dun sa, I guess, age bracket, is it a proper way of saying it? Yung age bracket nila,
Maliit lang naman.
ang konti-konti lang nila
Yeah.
na mga pwedeng kunin mo for that leading role status. So nakakatuwa naman. At saka, si Albert doesn't look his age. I think Albert's older than me eh. Pero certainly Albert doesn't look his age. Looks much younger than his age. Si William, nakakamiss lang kasi magaling siya mag-comedy. Pero
Yeah.
at saka magaling din siya mag-drama. Kasi, nandun ba siya sa Manila by Night?
Yeah.
Oh,
Siya-
di ba?
Siya,
siya
siya yung lumubog sa Manila Bay kasama ni Sherry Hill.
Ayun. So,
Siya-
alam mo na even then,
Siya yung...
at saka nasa Shake Rattle Roll siya. Siya yung, di ba, siya yung boyfriend ni Janice sa Frigidaire.
Hindi siya boyfriend, siya
stalker.
stalker.
Sorry, stalker.
Yung parang may tililing na kinatatakutan ni Janice. Ayun, pagkatapos, pero wish ko lang, sana nag-uusap na sila. Okay. Number two
Ay,
muna.
hindi ko alam yan.
Number two.
Hindi ko
Number
alam.
two.
Okay, sige, number 2. Number 2, ay, ito, wala ka naman ito. Gerard and Lea Salonga.
Yan naman ang talaga. Perfect. Complimentary.
Oo naman. I mean, like, you know, like right now, let's go muna with Gerard. Si Gerard, natutuwa ako kasi while I had not worked with him directly, I actually got to meet with him or meet him more often kasi siya yung nag-head, siya yung nagko-conduct sa Orchestra of the Filipino Youth eh. So, nakakatuwa naman na, so I would actually often see him in ABS-CBN before. Tapos nagre-rehearse sila sa Dolphy Theater. Yung office ko is above the Dolphy Theater. Tapos may bintana. So isipin mo, nagtatrabaho ka, gumagawa ka ng reports, pero orchestral music yung napapakinig mo being conducted by Gerard.
Hindi ka naman nadidistract.
Hindi eh. Parang nasa-inspire ako. Gumaganda yung report ko eh. Kasi ang ganda-ganda nung napapakinggan ko music eh. Tapos pag ganun pa, maganda pa yung mood ko. Hindi ako magagalit sa staff kahit may mali. Oh, di ba?
So,
It puts you in the right frame of mind.
Mga report mo bilang meron, C major.
may ganun bigla, ano.
Hindi, pero nakakatawa dyan. Kasi isang beses, may isang napanood akong talk show, si Lea Salonga ang featured guest. Tapos merong message si Gerard. Tapos may tinatanong tungkol sa isang earlier love life ni Lea Salonga. Tapos sabi ni Gerard, mahirap pagsalita dyan kasi iba-iba yung press release niya eh. So, nilaglag yung kapatid.
Pero 'di ba nakakatuwa? Kasi yung sa akin, I guess coming up with the list, I kind of had to look at both siblings bring something. So whether one is popularity, one is acting and whatever. Ito in the respective categories, ito in music, Lea in singing and in theater. Para kumbaga, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na si Jar nagpahuli kay Lea. And Lea is a tough act to beat. Given the fact na, I mean, all of her accomplishments, where she's performed, how she's performed, the number of awards she's received, the different media that she's gone to. So to me nga, sometimes it's probably going to be fun if there are concerts where it's Gerard conducting the orchestra while Lea is the one singing. Although I'm curious pag ganun, paano kaya pag may creative differences sila? Paano kaya nila isa-settle?
Kasi actually, kung ako mas bata-bata, kung winish ko mabubuhay ulit ako, gugustuhin ko maging ate si Lea Salonga. Kasi parang nakikita ko pa how she takes care of Gerard na parang ating-ate talaga.
But you know, I think that's something that they got from Ligaya.
Oo.
From the
Kasi
mom.
ang ganda ng kapalaki ni Ligaya,
parang
diba?
kumbaga, and I think the difficult part was, in a lot of instances, Ligaya was often criticized maybe because of how she managed or how she defended si Nalea.
I never criticized her. I thought her every move was correct.
Ako rin. No, I agree. But people would say that she was difficult to deal with when it comes to Sinalea and everything. No. I'm not saying that there's wrong. But I think even si Ligaya relish that na parang kumbaga, no, that comes with the territory. I'm protecting my children. So, kumbaga, as far as I'm concerned, sige, akong awayin nyo if pero hindi sila. And to that end, I think she's a classic case of, some people have called her a stage mother. But I think in this case, her being a stage mother is not a negative thing. It was a positive thing that allowed...
It worked well for the
it
both
allowed
children.
Lea and Gerard to shine unencumbered by all of the intrigues and whatever that comes with managing talent or dealing with people who wanted to deal with you. Pero kasi ako, the few times that I did meet Mrs. Salonga, I knew that she was stern, but I always found her pleasant.
Especially to me.
Ako, feeling ko ibang level ka naman, Butch. Lahat naman mahal ka eh.
Oo naman.
Hindi bagay sa'yo, Demure.
Hindi. In fact, sibling yung pinag-uusapan. In fact, we had the recent parang birthday kasi ng nanay ko na, well, of course, wala na yung nanay ko, gone too soon. Sabi nung sister ko, mahal ako nung tatay. Tapos yung eldest brother namin, siya yung mahal ng nanay. Siya yung paborito. Pero ako daw, ang paborito ng lahat. Kasi bunso. But ako talaga, gusto ko...
Pero gusto mo maging only child.
Yeah.
Bakit ganun?
Hindi, pero kung ako siguro, I would wish na ako yung magiging baby brother ni Lea Salonga. Kasi parang nakikita ko the way si Lea would nurture Gerard, di ba?
Pero and I think if you actually see the two of them, parang it's the kind of sibling relationship you would want to have.
Yeah.
There's mutual respect, there's mutual admiration, but one relishes being the big ate, and the other one I think Gerard enjoys being the bunso kasi gusto mo rin naman na may someone's looking over you eh. Parang my ate will always have my back.
O kaya hindi kaya sila nag-aaway sa laruan nung bata sila. Maybe siguro kasi parang wala namang batang hindi nag-aaway yata.
Pwede. Or maybe their interest as children was just very, very different. Well, I just want to add also, this list was kind of difficult lalo dun sa 1 and 2. Kasi easily, I could have made this number 1.
Wag kang magreklamong difficult. Suggestion mo to.
Nga, hindi. Pero ang sinasabi ko, easily kasi pwede silang mag number 1 rin sa listahan eh. So, ang number 1 ko lang, parang feeling ko, I think this is the only combination that could top them eh. Na Michael De Mesa, Sherry Hill, and Mark Hill, na parang wala kang itutulak kabigin sa galing, sa talino. Na parang, siguro ang naging lamang nila, si Gerard, si Lea, dalawa sila tatlo. Kasi even from the very beginning, magaling si Mark, magaling si Michael, ibang level rin si Sherry. And it's a career that really spanned decades. And to me, I remember...
Pinalungkot mo na naman ako kasi namimiss ko si Sherry at si Ralph. Sige.
Tapos pag tinignan mo pa sila, my God, they're a gorgeous looking family.
At magaganda ang social skills.
Yeah, that's true also. I mean, considering who they were and the stature that they achieved, I think they were very, very, they were good, maybe role models for a lot of the younger actors. Actually, pag na-meet mo nga, si Mark, I actually never got to work with him. Pero si Michael, I remember when he was starting directing, I think one of the earlier assignments given to him was Star Drama Theater. Dati, nung nag-uumpisa ng Star Drama Theater, ako yung parang, kasi nagde-direct rin ako noon pero nag-e-edit rin ako. So, ang pagbago yung nag-uumpisa yung director, minsan, ako yung isasalang nila as editor, para kung halimbawa, minsan may nakalimutan na shot and whatever, ako nagko-compile na ako ng mga establishing shots and whatever. There were things I would do to make the editing better or simpler or whatever. So actually, that's how I met Michael De Mesa. And the nice thing is, until now when we would see each other, I would be the very first one to greet. And to me, si Michael is parang, di ba parang gentle giant? Malaki siyang tao and whatever. Pero
matangkad.
Pero when he talks to you, he talks in parang in a quiet voice. It's a confident voice, pero parang kumbaga hindi makakapanakit. Tapos parang napaka-gentle niya, napakabait na tao.
Kontrabida mga role niya, na.
Oo. Parang di ba the polar opposite. On screen, he could seem like the most terrible person in the world. But in person, he will come across as the nicest person in the world.
Yeah. Kami naman ni Ralph kasi ang pinag-uusapan namin lagi pagkain. And si Sherry, naging co-host ko so many times. Yung kahit Sherry Hill yan, yung pwede mong biru-biru at loko-lokohin on stage at sumasakay siya. Yun. So,
Ako kay Sherry ata, I think the last time I was able to talk to her, parang hindi ko alam kung magkatabi kami ng table was when Matteo Guidicelli opened his restaurant in Alabang. So, for some reason, hindi ko alam kung bakit kami na-imbita doon eh. So, nung dumating kami doon, pinupo kami
Nag-gate crash?
Hindi, imbitado kami, sobra ka. Si Mateo nag-imbita sa amin eh. So, nung umupo kami doon, I think, ang nandun sa kabilang mesa, ayaw ko kung sinapay na no, pero definitely Sherry was there. Pagkatapos, naging kabiruan lang namin siya doon sa table. So, and to me, you know, I mean, even if you say that you're working in television or in movies, pero dun sa next, ang kabiruan mo si Sherry Hill with everything that she's accomplished and whatever, and she's talking to you as if you're ordinary people. Wala kayong baggage or anything. It just gives a different feeling.
Okay. Anyway, so with that, sayang ang aking props.
Sa seedling.
Aking seedlings.
Ikaw pa may
Yung
additional
pala siblings, wala na.
Pero ikaw, kung may dadagdag ka dyan sa listahan, sinong ilalagay mo dyan?
Diyan, wala. Kasi gusto ko lahat ng tao only child.
Sira ka. Another tandem that
Alam mo naman, sa China, one child policy.
Loko. Pero one of the other names that I would have wanted there is Eric and Epi.
Okay.
I always thought that they were complementary.
Paano na si Bandolph?
Ay, ikaw, sa akin naman yung well, in the same way, I guess I could have said, Rolly and Sally.
Si Sally Quezon. Yung lumabas Intensity 70, napanood ba yun?
Hindi.
Yung partner niya si Novo Bono Jr.
Oo nga, si Novo Bono. Nakalimutan ko na si Novo Bono.
If You Go Away, ang kanyang cover.
Tinan mo, kahit ako hindi ko na. Another one pala that I would have put, Ricky and Bing Davao.
Okay. Paano na si Charlon?
Alam mo,
Lagi may kasusog, no?
Tama.
Sige, magsabi ka pa.
Actually, dapat nasalita ko si Charo at si Malu Santos.
O si May. Si Milet.
Well, tama. Ito, alam ko kung sino iduduk mo. Si Terry at si Lali Aldeguer.
Si Gus. Alam mo, ha?
Si Tony at si Alex.
Si Mami Pinti. O si Daddy Bono.
Para nakasama na doon yung mga extra doon sa listahan ko. Pero show business is lucky because there really are a lot of talented families, whether they're parents and children or yung mga magkakapatid. So, nakakatuwa. It makes for a very enriching show business world. Kahit naman noon you had Corazon Noble and Carmencita Abad. Pagkatapos, di ba, you had
Jaime and Rogelio de la Rosa.
Di ba? Lahat yan dumaan in the past eh.
You had the Wea Twins.
Oo. Sino pa ba? Teka.
Rosemary and Susan.
Nga pala, Rosemary and Susan.
Roses.
Correct.
Pepito and Remil Rodriguez.
Oo nga, no. Si Pepito at si Remil, nakalimutan ko na.
Di ba?
Sino pa? Sa mga sinauna, sino pang mga mo?
Sa mga sinauna? Hindi. Meron yung si Susan Roses, Rosemary Sonora, may Teresita Sonora.
Hindi ko nakaalam yun.
Nag-artista rin yun. Mas marami pa dyan.
Di ba si Fernando po? Si FPJ tsaka si Ronnie.
Sino?
Ronnie po. Di ba magkapatid sila? Hindi, magpinsa sila. Mali na.
Okay. Fernando Po Jr. Pero ang talagang totoong Fernando Po Jr. si Andy Po.
Oo.
Si Andy Poe talaga ang Fernando Poe
Oo.
Jr.
Oo.
Kaya lang ginamit lang talaga
Hindi,
ni
si
Ronnie
Ronnie nga
Poe.
pala si... Oo nga pala, yun nga pala yun. Yun
Si
nga pala
Ronaldo
yun.
Reyes.
Ah.
Kung hindi, in ano na, before we close,
Oo.
tatanungin ko lang sa iyo,
Oh.
would you have wanted to be my brother, my sibling?
Hindi, I think we're too much alike eh. Palagay ko, parang it's either gumawa na ako ng paraan para malibing ka ng buhay eh.
So,
Hindi. Uy, nagbibiro lang
ang
ako.
nakikinig po, pwede hong ipinapablatter ko na ho si Leo Katigbak.
Actually, alam mo, marami pang magkakapatid na pwede. Si Erwin tuloy. Si Erwan at saka si Solen. Kaya lang siya eh. Parang kumbaga, at a certain point, itinan mo na yung level of...
Little brothers.
Oy, actually, si Paolo at saka si Gab Valenciano. Oy,
Social skills.
okay. Podcast natin to, sige ka, huli-huli ka. Si Aljur at saka si Vin Abrenica. Bakit ka? Habang hindi po nag-iisip po ng comment si Butch Francisco.
Nagpapakabait lang ako kaya I'm shutting my mouth.
Iniimbita ho namin kayo to listen to exclusive content dito sa Best 10 Bets. Kasi usually after our episode, we try to do an additional listing for our Spotify and Apple podcast. So find us and follow our page para mapakinig nyo ho. So kung ayaw nyo makita ang itsura namin ni Butch, pwede naman ho nyo kaming pakinggan sa radyo o sa computer nyo minus the video. Pero you're missing the video inserts and of course, Butch's facial
Pero
reactions.
ang basa ko doon, Nipple Podcast.
Pwede rin. So, maraming salamat for joining us. And hindi lang pala kami sa Spotify, pati sa Apple. So, panuorin niyo po kami. And listen to our exclusive content. Hindi ko lang alam kung yung exclusive content namin ay may wawa pa o nagtatawanan na lamang kami for that. But, it's additional content. So, kung gusto niyo parang mas maaliw pa, assuming naaaliw kayo sa amin, pakinggan niyo po yun. So ito po si Leo Katigbak kasama
ang kanyang kapatid na putik na si Butch Francisco.
Watch for us and listen to our Apple and Spotify exclusive content as well as Best 10 Bets on YouTube, on FYE channel, on I1TFC and sana sa marami pang channel para po si Butch ay sumaya dahil kailangan ho namin ng exposure ngayon.
Ha? Gusto ko ba yun?
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.